know if this is going to work. Let me see. See, this is good. I don't know why. You know, I think it's something. It has to be something with this phone because the other one, my other one doesn't look like this. Maybe that's a little better, but it's really not. Oh, Lord. Well, there we have it. Oh, Lord. What am I doing, God? I knew it's time for me to go to bed. Okay. Look, here I go again. I don't like that. I wasn't even online yesterday. It's too late for this. Look, it's too late for this. I don't even have. Why you can't say like Grand Rising or something, you know? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Over your love. So I'm gonna have to come back to that. Because that's not. Hey, 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 Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Well, it's not Grand Rising, it's Grand Night. It's bedtime. I'm not gonna be on long. I'm sitting here getting ready for tomorrow. That's really what made me jump on. Because I'm sitting here getting my lesson ready for tomorrow. And so, look, I wanted to remind you about tomorrow. Tomorrow for this live to be on, okay? About 12 o'clock. While I'm sitting here looking like somebody's grandma. But I am. Hey, who is this? Lorenzo. Hey, baby. Grand Rising. How are y'all vibrating today, though? How was y'all's day? I hope everybody had an amazing day. I absolutely did. I had a great day today. I got out and went on a little adventure. You know, I'm all about an adventure. I'm very spontaneous, so to get up and go out and explore, I'm always about that. Some people call me Dora the Explorer. I love a good exploration, honey. So I did that today. And it was actually really, really good. So I had a good day. But like I said, tomorrow is day 2. It's going to be episode 2 of the new series that I just started. It's going to be for 4 weeks. I don't know why. You know, YouTube, I'm trying to see. That glare on there is just... I don't know why I cannot get it off. Okay, let's see. How can you do this? Okay. All right, there you go with that. I should have made me some tea. Oh, yeah, but like I said, let me know how y'all doing or whatever, because I don't have nothing going on. Hey, Sean, how you doing, love? I've not seen y'all on here before, you or Lorenzo. How are you doing, love? Where y'all from? How y'all doing tonight? Let me know, let me know. Don't come in and be just all quiet and don't say nothing. Say something. Let me know what you got going on. I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to have to redo this. So I'll do this. That's going to go to that. And then I can do that. And then go to... Who is this? Hey, ooh. Here we go with these names. I do not want to mess this up. Hey, official. Hey, ooh. I'm going to just say Logie 14 because I really don't know. May I ask what you're doing? You absolutely can. Right now, I am getting ready for tomorrow. This is why I'm on here. I was not planning to get on. I am getting ready for tomorrow. It's going to be episode 2 of this new series that I started this week. It's going to be for the next 4 weeks. And so I'm sitting here working on my lesson. And so I thought that I would get on right quick while I'm sitting here on my little solitude and remind you to be here. What you doing tomorrow at noon? You need to be on. I don't think I've seen you before, love. Where are you from? I don't recognize you. Who is this? Retro official? Yeah. Look, tomorrow at noon, be here. Be here, okay? I have a mess going here. Look. So I'm sitting here working it out, getting ready, getting prepared. You're new? Okay, well, listen. Where are you from? Let me know where you're from because I'm not going to forget you. And I'm going to be looking for you, too. Where are you from, love? Who is this? Official Bananas? Yeah, I've not seen you. What about you, Retro Josh? Where are you from? Have you been here before? I don't think I've seen you here either. You're from LA? Okay. I love California. You see this big smile I got on my face. I absolutely love California. What part of LA do you live in? I've only been to LA once. And I went to downtown LA, and well, that was the saddest scene I've ever seen in my life. I didn't know that it was like that in LA. My God, today. That was so sad. Man, just thinking about it. Do you smoke? I used to. I used to. Somebody asked me that yesterday. Uh-oh. But yeah, I love LA. I live in Silver Lake. Okay, I don't think I've ever heard of Silver Lake. What is that like? What did you used to smoke? I used to smoke, I used to smoke marijuana and I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to do, well, you know me, I used to do a lot of hard drugs as well. I used to, well, I used to be in them streets, okay? And I mean, from a very early age. So I have partaken in a lot of things. As a matter of fact, this is something that I was just talking about on the live here on Tuesday on episode 1 of Return to Her series. The fact that you have to take care of your body because you only get one. And I know I have done some things to this vessel, okay? So, yeah. Why do you ask? Who is this? Glenn Hauser? Where are you from, love? I don't think I've seen you here either. Welcome. Where are you from? But yeah. So tomorrow, 12 o'clock, Return to Her. Be here, okay? Now, if you have anything specific y'all want to talk about real quick, we can do that. I'm gonna be on for a little minute here, I guess. Especially if you're new here, Feel free to explore this space. I don't believe in coincidences. I feel like if you find yourself here, you're absolutely here for a reason. So don't be shy. Okay, health is important. It absolutely is, baby. Health is wealth. Okay, and this is a lesson that I have unfortunately learned later in my life, and I absolutely plan on taking full advantage of it. You know, I lost my mom. Sorry. My sister and my dad. And then my mom right now is battling, you know, her stage 4 cancer and stuff like this. And so you know, I think about it all the time. I have my brother, I have an older brother, me, and then my mom. And so I think about it all the time because like me, my brother and my sister and I have different fathers. Me and my sister had the same father, and my brother has another father. And so since my sister passed away and it's just me left, the bloodline, you know, as far as my last name goes, I'm it. There's no more here. My kids don't even carry my last name. And so that's something that I think about all the time, you know, like I have to do something here. God, I know Jesus didn't leave me here to be the only one. I have to do something. And so when it comes to health, absolutely, you need to be healthy to build a legacy. Magical wish, what would you wish for? Well, I don't believe in wishing. Like, because if you wish for something, that means you don't have it, right? It's away from you. And I don't believe in wishing. I believe in embodiment, right? And assuming identities and all these beautiful things. And so I no longer wish for anything because I also understand that I was created in my entirety. And so anything that I want, if I can think a thing, I can have it. That's the way I work here. I don't wish for anything. I absolutely used to. I used to wish. I remember, it's not, you know, I guess it's been maybe, because I remember the day that I stopped making wishes. I'll never forget. It was a red bird flying by, and you know how they have that saying, red bird, make a wish. And so I started to make a wish, and then I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. If I'm wishing for something, that means it is separate from me. I don't have it yet. And listen, I couldn't even get these my little lips together to make that wish. I've not made a wish since that day. That was probably a year or more ago, maybe 2, but I don't wish anymore. But I used to before I knew better. What would you wish for if you had a magical wish? What would you wish for? Jerry Thacker, Jesus is King. Absolutely is, love. Absolutely is. You get no dispute here, honey. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely no dispute. Wish for my cat back. What happened? Where's your cat? I done sat back like I wasn't working on something here. Okay, so let's see. Let's subscribe. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to see you. Don't be subscribing not to come back, though. If you subscribe, come back. Okay? I didn't ask you to do that. You did that, obviously, because you want to be here. Do not subscribe and don't come back. We let her outside. And someone grabbed her when I was... Oh, man. Hey, who is this, Damon? Hey, baby Grand Rising. Why do I keep saying Grand Rising? I'm so used to getting on here in the daytime. How you doing, love? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe, oh, you said somebody grabbed her. I was going to say, because maybe she'll make her way back home. But you know, you never know. Animals are absolutely amazing. And cats, well, they top of the line. You might be surprised. You might make a little way on back home. Aubrey, hey, baby. Grand Rising. Can I tell you something? Yeah, Aubrey. What you got going on, Aubrey? I know. Isn't it so good? And you too, girl. I love that for us. I absolutely love that for us. Oh my God. Oh, well. She's with Jesus. Look, the baby just said Jesus love. She's with Jesus now then. That's where that is a beautiful thing. At least you have some closure, right? At least you don't have to wonder. So that'll give you some peace there, okay? That's how you look at that. You too, love. Listen, you should come back tomorrow at 12 o'clock for this Return to Her series. Okay, 12 o'clock noon, girl. Don't be shy. Come on back. You know, it's so funny. I get a lot of people talking about, yes, she absolutely is. Yes, yes, she is. My son loves cats. Just you just made me think about it. My son absolutely loves cats. And so just thinking about that as well. He's about to be coming back home here. And I have 2 dogs. So I don't know. I don't think that would work out. I just got a new puppy too. Well, she's not new. She's old. She's an old lady. But she's my baby. Look, she laying right here. Look. She's old. I don't know how, I don't know how old she is, honey. But I know she's somebody's grandma or great-grandma, and I just love her. I named her Cholula. I've been having her since November. I think I got her in November. So I had a little dog now. See, when you were talking about your cat, you made me think about my dog. I had a dog named Gremlin, and I absolutely love that dog. Do you hear me? Oh, you can't tell me nothing about this dog here. And so I actually lost Gremlin in a house fire. My house got set on fire. And I think it was like 2015 or something like that. 2016. I don't remember the exact year right now, but the guy who set my house on fire knew that I loved this dog, and so he intentionally locked Gremlin in that bathroom before he set that house on fire. And well, my baby died in that fire. And I remember when the fire department, you know, bought his body out to me, it was so many other things in the house that I had lost or whatever. But you know, if you know me and you know a little bit about my life, I've lost a lot of things, right? It's been a part of my process of growth here. And so I was okay with the material things, right? I've had a lot one day to not have nothing the next. So I was okay with that. I know how to rebuild. But when they bought my dog out, oh, listen. I mean, I could not get myself together here. And I remembered I tried to replace Gremlin. I tried to, well, I guess it's a natural response, right? You want it back and you try to replace it. And I could not replace that dog. Do you hear me? I just could not find another dog like him. Look, this is actually the first time I don't cry, because I actually cry when I talk about him every time. And look, I got this not too long ago in his little memory, and I keep it right here on my desk. So I feel you, baby. Okay. Shoot. So I'm glad I got Cholula. That's my little baby. That's my little friend. She old. So we just be vibing. I meditate. Look, she meditate with me. We lay. She knows how to be in silence. You know, I love my silence. So it works out good. Terry Will, what's up, OG? What's going on? Grand Rising. I don't know where it's at. It might be Grand Rising with some people's at. What's going on, love? How you doing, baby? How you vibing? What you got going on? Where you at? Who you with? It's cool, sis. I'm just chilling with you. Terry, where you at?
I'm here.
Girl, I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Okay. I was saying, because I don't think I've seen you here before. I'm pretty good at recognizing. I don't think I've seen you here before. Well, listen, I'm finna get off too. I just wanted to get on and tell you all to be here tomorrow at noon. I might sit and talk to Terry for a minute or two here. He just got on. But yes, my love, I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. And if not, well, listen, you can go back and watch it, okay? Or you can also go to my Instagram, my Facebook, somewhere. Find me somewhere and get you something, okay? I leave little nuggets. Everywhere I go, I try to leave little jewels behind. So you should be able to find something. Have an amazing night, okay? Retired veteran? Okay. Oh my God. Listen, I love a retired vet, okay? I'm not going to lie to you here. I cannot lie to you. When I moved to California last year, okay, I had moved to California last year, right? And so I'll never forget, it was my daughter's birthday. So it was April the 19th of last year, 2024. Was that? No, last year was 2025. Ooh. I don't even know what year. Listen, it was in 2024. So April 19th of 2024, right? I had just moved to California in March. And so I was coming from somewhere and I was not having a good day. I remember I was not having a good day. And John, his name is John, was sitting there on his bus stop. An older white gentleman, long gray beard, long white hair. He had his little hat on and he was sitting at the bus stop. And I'm trying to remember if John had his stuff with him that day or not. I don't remember, but anyway, I was finna catch the bus somewhere. That's what I was finna do. I was finna catch the bus somewhere. And so I sat down there at that bus stop. And so we happened to just start talking and listen. Ended up finding out that he was a veteran, homeless, okay? And the bus stop that I was at the VA hospital, okay? The VA hospital. And so my dad was a veteran, okay? Okay, baby, see you later, love. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to remember you and be planning on seeing you back, okay? Now, I'm telling you that now. And, had a conversation with John, and like I said, I was not having a good day. And I'll never forget, John, listen, loved on me that day, and we just had a beautiful time. And so I remember after having that interaction with him, I went home and I just could not stop thinking about him. Like I could not stop thinking about him. And so the next day, I made it my business to go out and look for him. And I remember going to look for him and I couldn't find him. And my little heart, listen, my little heart was just sinking here. And so I didn't have a car in California, so I had to walk everywhere. I tell you, I have to tell y'all stories about that another day. But anyway, and so I was getting a little discouraged, and I will never forget. I was up there, it was hot. And I don't know if you've been to California. I was in Loma Linda. And that sun, this and the moon, everything there just is big and close. You hear me? It feel like the sun. You see where that tree at? It feel like the sun was right there. Okay? But anyway, and came around that corner, and he was laying on the apartments, and the apartments I was staying in, he was sitting there up under the tree, and he had all this stuff with him. And so, oh Lord, I ran to John and I hugged him. I was like, where have you been? I've been looking for you. And I asked him that day, when was the last time, like he had a hot meal or like had a shower or anything. And I remember him telling me, it had been a while. And so I told him, I said, I want you to come to my apartment here. I told him to be there that day, later on that day. And I would have some food for him, a hot meal for him. And I wanted him to take a shower, like so he could take a shower and stuff. And so listen, mind you, I had only been in California I got there in March. So I met him April the 19th. And so John got ready to leave, and he walked out, and I remember I looked at my son and I said, I can't let him go. My spirit said, go get him. And I went out there and I got John, and John stayed with me. Listen, that whole time I was in California, he lived with me. That day he moved in, you hear me? And that was my buddy. God damn. I miss him so much. That was my buddy. Do you hear me? We did everything together. How old was John? I think 70 something. He was 70 something. You hear me? He was 70 something. And I think he said he had a daughter. She was like, I think he said she lived in Oklahoma, because I remember having that in common with him because my sister had lived in Oklahoma. But anyway, listen. That is something that is near and dear to my heart. And I'm telling you now, when, look, my come down, I'm absolutely going to do something for homeless veterans. Oh my God. And so like